everybody. Welcome back to Trans Spirit Indigo, a soul having a human experience. I'm a trans guy. I'm non-binary. What's going on? I'm so happy to be back, and I'm happy you're here too. You always have to remember, right? To believe in it before you can see it. This is so important, so important. And this is something that is not always easy. There are times where we are truly trying our best to hold these beliefs and visions for years. I mean, years. Sometimes this goes on for over a decade, maybe 2 decades for some people. Some things are bigger than others. It's very easy to manifest a cup of coffee. It's not always the easiest thing to manifest your dream career overnight or even in 5 years, depending on what your dream is. So I wanted to talk today about believing in it before you can see it. It's very important to always stay true to yourself and to not let outside sources or distractions from others stop you. What I've come to find over the years is that there are always going to be people, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, if you don't know it already, there's always going to be people that tell you you can't do something, or your ideas are stupid, or they just don't get it. But that's okay, because your life is yours, not theirs. And quite frankly, we really want to surround ourselves with open-minded people. Because, I've had friends where I don't completely understand their dreams, but I support them and I believe in them. They believe in themselves. So it's important to believe in yourself when you're holding that vision that isn't in front of you yet. And it's also important to have people that believe in you in your life. Another thing that is important is to be clear with what you want, with what your goals are. Like, what do you really want in life? Do you know? Because that is one of the biggest, just first stepping stones there, is to sit with yourself and just ask yourself, what is it that I want? What do I want to accomplish? What kind of life would I like to live if you're not living it already? Like, if you find yourself in a situation where you're unhappy, you'd rather be somewhere else or with someone else or doing something else, then it's definitely time to sit down and write out exactly what you want to achieve, what your goals are, and how you can get there. What are the steps you can take to get there? After you write down exactly what you want, crystal clear, like if you want a specific house, talk about the details down to the nitty gritty. It's like, I want this specific type of wood for my front door. I want a cobblestone driveway. I want Spanish style tiles for the roof of my house. I'm talking as specific as possible. People talk about when they visualize, that if they're visualizing their dream car, they'll go as far as visualizing the stitching on the steering wheel. What this is doing is it's just drawing it closer to you and faster, because you're being very specific. You're telling the universe what it is that you desire to align with. So writing it down, being very clear and specific, and then meditating on it, taking a few deep breaths and going into that space, slowing down your breath and visualizing it. I like to put on certain music like 432 hertz or 528 hertz and sit, do some deep breathing work, and just start visualizing myself doing exactly what I want to do. Exactly the house that I would like to be in, and the exact scenario of my life that I'd like to see every day. And it's funny, because a lot of what I'm doing now is what I want to be doing. And it's not that I'm unhappy where I'm at, but the thing is there's nothing wrong with having goals. But a lot of these goals, like I was saying before, there'll be people along the way that will tell you, oh, that's crazy, or that's unattainable. Like, say you want to be a famous actor in Hollywood, all right? A lot of people will tell you, oh, that's a needle in a haystack. It's like, but you can't let other people's opinions stop you. And, for some reason, I feel the need to say that being a Midwesterner, after going out to Los Angeles, I noticed that people living out in Los Angeles, it is completely normal to know somebody who is in the movies or TV industry or the music industry. And I found that very interesting, because in the Midwest, growing up and being in my 20s and in my teens, everyone around me, at least, were very negative about the idea of TV, film, music. It was like, oh, that's not a real job. That's not real. That's far-fetched. But the thing is all of that happened 2,000 miles away. And if you went 2,000 miles away, you would feel all the energy of, yes, this is most definitely a real job, and all these people do these things. I was really inspired when I first went out to Los Angeles in 2012 as a musician, because I was meeting all these people who were and are in the music industry for a living, and they're not all super famous on the front of Billboard. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just led me to see that you don't have to be a rock star to make it in music. That's just a side note. I couldn't help but share that perspective with you. That's the thing. It's a perspective about perspective. It's all about who you surround yourself with too. Because if you're trying to believe in something that isn't in fruition yet, it can be very bad for you to be around people that are going to knock that dream down or make fun of it. Because that's just going to hinder you. Like, you don't need that. So staying true to it sometimes means spending a lot of time by yourself and just working toward making it happen. Some days I know can be more challenging than others, most definitely. But keeping consistent and persistent and doing just something every single day to work towards your goals will help you to get there. And we all have days, maybe you'll be ill or you're just not feeling it. You're going through something. But please just know, trust me, because I've been there, and you can keep going. You've got this no matter how bad the day is. If you need to take a day off, that's fine. Just don't let yourself take days and days and weeks and months, and then before you know, a year goes by. Just remember to stay as consistent as possible. Keep to your vision, hold to your vision, and just keep visualizing it happen. If like, say you want to visualize yourself as a doctor, and you're just starting out in medical school and it feels so far away, just start visualizing yourself in the act of being a doctor. You know, it's just like, hold that vision is what I'm trying to say. Hold that vision, keep working toward your goals and dreams, and you'll arrive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed. I appreciate you. And I am looking forward to the fact that we're about to hit 200, everybody. Thank you so much again. And man, I'm ecstatic, because when I started this channel, I didn't know I was going to meet so many awesome people. So it's great to know you, and I look forward to talking more to you. We'll see you next time.